We don't fight like we used to. We just sit in the quiet now. Words don't fall from your mouth, they just disappear somehow. You don't look at me the same, like I'm already gone, but I'm still right here trying to hold on. We didn't break, we didn't burn, we just slowly stopped to learn how to lose without goodbye, how to fade while still alive. We were love, now we're space, just two shadows in one place. I still feel you in the air, but you're never really there. Every silence says the truth, we're just something we outgrew. I don't hate you, I don't cry, I just watch us pass me by like a memory on repeat. I can't stop, I can't keep. We didn't fall, we didn't crash, we just turned into the past. How to lose without goodbye, how to fade while still alive. We were love, now we're space, just two shadows in one place. If I leave, would you care, or just breathe lighter air? Maybe we were meant to end, now with pain, just pretend. How to lose without goodbye, how to fade while still alive. We were love, now we're space, just two shadows in one place. You were sitting right beside me, but I felt you miles away. Every word was getting lighter, like you had nothing left to say. I kept reaching for your silence, trying hard to understand how your touch could feel so empty when you're holding my hand. You didn't leave, you didn't run, you just stopped being the one. You stayed here, but still moved on. I felt it, you stayed gone. We were talking, but not real. Every moment lost its feel. You stayed here, but still moved on. I felt it, you stayed gone. I remember how you laughed, now it barely shows at all. Every second felt like distance, even standing close and small. I was loving something fading, you were already free. I was holding on to memories, you stopped needing me. You didn't break, you didn't lie, you just slowly said goodbye. You stayed here, still moved on. I I sit inside the quiet where your presence used to stay, and I finally see the truth. Now you are leaving anyway. You say but still moved on, and I felt it. You stayed gone. I hear you in the silence, like you never really left. Every corner of this room still remembers what we said. Your voice is in the distance, but it cuts me just the same, like a ghost inside my chest, whispering your name. I moved on, or so I say, but your echoes always stay. Every night, every touch, even gone, you hurt this much. You're not here, but I feel everything we used to be. Echoes don't fade, they follow me. Echoes don't fade, they follow me. I try to change the rhythm of the way I think of you, but memories don't listen, they just play the truth. Every word you ever told me keeps repeating in my head, like a song I can't escape, that I wish I never met. I moved on, or so I say, but your echoes always stay. Every night, every touch, even gone, you hurt this much. You're not here, but I feel everything we used to be. Echoes don't fade, they follow me. Maybe time will turn it quiet. Maybe I will learn to breathe, but tonight it's just your echoes living here with me. I still sleep on your side, even though you're not here. I still leave the light on, like you might appear. I don't say your name now, but it lives in my head, in the space of the silence, and the things left unsaid. I'm not yours, but not free. Somewhere in between, almost over, almost gone, almost where I should belong, almost healing, almost strong, but almost still yours. I don't call you anymore, but I scroll through our past. Every photo feels like something I was never meant to last. I tried letting you fade, but you stay in my skin like a song I keep playing, though I know how it ends. I'm not yours, but not free. Somewhere in between, almost over, almost gone, almost where I should belong, almost healing, almost strong, but almost still yours. Maybe one day I'll forget how your voice felt like home, but tonight I'm still holding what I should let go. Almost over, almost gone, almost where I should belong, almost healing, almost strong, but almost still yours. We used to talk for hours, now we barely speak at all. Every word feels unfamiliar, every silence feels too long. I still hear your laughter somewhere in my mind, but when I turn to find you, there's nothing left behind. We didn't see it coming, or maybe we just knew we were holding on to something already breaking through. And I don't know where love ended, or when we lost what we defended. It didn't break, it didn't fall, it just stopped meaning anything at all. We were close, we were real, now I don't know what to feel. Somewhere between the truth we pretended is where our love finally ended. I remember how you looked at me like I was enough. Now your eyes just passed right through me like I'm out of touch. Every promise that we whispered faded into air. We were building something fragile, never meant to last there. And I don't know where love ended, or how we lost what we defended. It didn't burn, it didn't crash, it slowly turned into the past. We were close, we were real, now I don't know what to And I don't know where love ended, but I can feel it's really gone. We didn't break, we didn't fight, we just stopped holding on. We were close, we were real. Now I finally start to feel somewhere between the truth we pretended is where our love finally ended. The silence used to hold us like a quiet kind of peace. Now it feels like something broken, something I can't keep. We would sit without a word, but still feel everything. Now the quiet sounds so distant, like it doesn't mean a thing. You're right here beside me, but it feels like you're gone. Like the space between our breathing has been growing all along. And I don't know when it changed, but nothing feels the same. The silence feels different now, it's louder than before. It's saying things we never said but can't ignore. We don't fight, we don't try, we just slowly pass it by. The silence feels different now, like we're not us anymore. I remember how it felt when quiet meant we're close. Now it feels like something ending that we never chose. Every second feels suspended, like we're stuck in between what we were and what we're losing. And everything unseen. I try to reach your hand, but you don't hold it tight, like you're already somewhere else, even here tonight. And I don't know how to stay when you're already drifting away. The silence feels different now, it's heavier somehow. It's breaking things without a sound, and I don't know how. We don't scream, we don't cry, we just let it pass us by. The silence feels different now, and I don't know why. And I don't know why. Maybe this is how it happens. Not with chaos, not with pain, just a slow and quiet distance we don't know how to name. I kept thinking we were stable, but we're barely holding on. Now I see it in the silence, you were leaving all alone. The silence feels different now, it's saying what we had, that love is gone, but we're still here, standing side by side. We don't fight, we don't try, we just slowly say goodbye. The silence feels different now, and I finally realize we're not us anymore. I walked past your street tonight, didn't mean to go that way, but my heart still knows the distance, even when I try to change. Every corner feels familiar, like you're somewhere close to me. Even though I know you're not, you're still where I used to be. I told myself I'm better now, that I finally moved on. But every time I think that something proves me wrong, it still feels like you're mine, like you never really left, like your voice is in the silence, like your name is in my breath. It still feels like your touch, like your hand is holding mine. Even though I know the truth, I can't leave it all behind. It still feels alive. It still feels alive. I don't say your name out loud, but it echoes in my head. Every memory keeps replaying, every word we never said. I tried filling all the spaces with distractions, with new dates, but somehow in the quiet everything just leads you away. I keep telling all my friends that I'm finally okay, but healing isn't simple when your heart won't obey. It still feels like you're mine, like you never really left, like your voice is in the silence, like your name is in my breath. It still feels like your touch, like your hand is holding mine. Even though I know the truth, I can't leave it all behind. It still feels like it still feels like. Maybe time will make it easier, maybe I'll forget your face, but right now every moment feels like I'm still in your place. I don't wanna keep this feeling, but I don't know how to fight when every little memory turns the dark into your light. It still feels like you're mine, even when I know you're not, like I'm holding on to something that I already lost. It still feels like your touch, even when I'm here alone, like my heart still hasn't learned how to let you go. It still feels like it still feels like. Na, 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 na. I kept holding on to something that was already gone, trying to fix the silence, trying to stay strong. You were fading right beside me, I just wouldn't see how your heart was slowly leaving, even while with me. I gave more than I could carry, you gave less each day. We were standing in the same place, but worlds away. And I don't know when it slipped from what we had to what we missed. There's nothing left to hold, no words are left to say, just pieces of a feeling that already slipped away. We don't fight, we don't try, we just let it slowly die. There's nothing left to hold. love used to stay. I remember how it felt when your hands felt like home. Now they feel like something distant even when I'm close. Every moment turned uncertain, every look felt cold. We were trying not to lose it, but already letting go. I kept hoping for a reason, you stopped needing one. I was still inside the story, you were already done. And I don't know how we stayed when everything began to break. There's nothing left to hold, no words left to say, just pieces of a feeling that already slipped away. We don't fight, we don't try, we just let it slowly die. There's nothing left to hold, just space where love used to Maybe love is not forever. Maybe we just pretend. Maybe we just hold each other until we reach the end. I kept searching for a moment that would bring us back, but the truth was in the silence. We were off track. There's nothing left to hold, no reason left to stay, just echoes of a memory that's fading every day. We don't fight, we don't try, we just let it pass us by. There's nothing left to hold, and I finally walk away. We were never perfect, we never had it all, but something in the way we were still felt beautiful. We didn't last forever, we didn't get it right, but we had something honest in the middle of the night. I remember how you held me like nothing else existed. For a moment we believed it, and that was enough to feel it. We felt enough to call it love, even if it didn't stay. We felt enough to leave a mark that won't just fade away. We didn't win, we didn't lose, we were just passing through. But what we had, for what it was, it felt enough to be true. We didn't need forever to make it something real. Every second that we shared was something we could feel. We didn't promise always, we didn't need that word. We just lived inside the moment without being sure. And maybe that's what made it something hard to forget. Not the ending that we faced, but the way that we met. We felt enough to call it love, even if it didn't stay. We felt enough to leave a mark that won't just fade away. We didn't win, we didn't lose, we were just passing through. But what we had, for what it was, it felt enough to be true. Sometimes I still think of you, not with pain, you were meant for them. And maybe that's the reason I'd still do it all again. We felt enough to call it love, even if it had to end. We felt enough to leave a mark that stays beneath my skin. We didn't win, we didn't lose. We were just passing through, but what we had for what it was, it felt enough to be true. Held on to every moment like it wouldn't slip away. Even when I felt it fading, I still begged for it to stay. I was scared of all the silence that would follow after you, so I stayed inside the breaking like it was the only truth. But love isn't meant to hurt this long, and I can't keep holding on. I'm finally letting go, not because I stopped caring, but because I need to breathe. I'm finally letting go of the way I've been carrying, of the you I couldn't keep. I gave more than I had in me, I stayed longer than I should. Now I'm choosing something different, something quiet, something good. I don't hate you, I don't blame you, we just were meant to last. And I'm learning how to leave you where you belong. In the past, it's not easy to move on, but I know where I belong. I'm finally letting go, not because it didn't matter, but because it mattered too much. I'm finally letting go of the nights and all the patterns of needing you as my touch. Maybe love is just a chapter, not a story meant to stay. Maybe some things are just lessons that we carry on our way. I was holding on to memories like they could bring you back, but now I see the truth and leaving. There's no love left in that, and it hurts, but I feel strong, knowing I can still move on. I'm finally letting go of the version I believed in, of the dream that felt so real. I'm finally letting go, and for the first time I'm breathing, and I'm starting now.